Welcome back to Startup Alleyway. I'm joined by Chris. Cheers, mate. Good to have you back.
Thank you, Sean.
Cheers,
as always.
Chris, I got a really big question for you.
Yeah.
It's been challenging me, and I think it'll be challenging you as well. What's the relationship between being like hectically busy with like business, and then being very like hardcore productive? What is that relationship? Because they're two very different things.
Yeah, they are, and it's something I understand really well. I mean, in my case, I remember years.
I know it's a bit much for a beer, but I think time is an important factor in people's lives.
Well, I think it's time to actually have a beer. I mean, sorry about the pun there, but seriously, I mean, talking from my own past, over the last 20 years, I was always busy.
Doing business.
Yeah, busy. So, I'll get back to the answer by going to the end. So, so why are we doing all the stuff? Ultimately, a lot of people say to me, "Well, I'm actually doing the stuff because I want to get money."
Yeah.
Okay, and I always say, "So, what are you going to do when you're going to get the money?" Yeah. Well, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to buy stuff and go on holidays and so on.
That never happens when you get busy. You just keep being busy generally.
Exactly. So I've looked at this and I've spoken to experts around the world, and I believe that the irony of the way we've been trained and conditioned in school has got a lot to do with the economy and the state of the world generally, because we're massively disrupted because we're so busy doing stuff. We're always doing this and doing that.
It's all that homework, mate. I'm telling you, it's all that homework.
There's lots of homework, lots of compliance, lots of red tape and nonsense busy. And stuff. There's always stuff going on. So starting at the end, this is what I say, because I'm really clear about this. Now, once you get your time back, you get all the relationships, you get all the money, and you get all the opportunities. It's a conundrum.
So what you're trying to say is more time equals better relationships, and more money.
All those things appear when you've actually got the time. So that
I feel like I need a chalkboard to write the equation up.
Yeah, and it's confusing, and some people say, I don't know what you're talking about, it's confusing, and it's like, yeah, of course you're confused, because we've all been taught to do the opposite.
Yeah.
Which is to go out, get really qualified, work, and one day, you can stop doing this stuff. They call it retirement. Yeah?
When you finally paid back your HECS. And your uni fees.
All that stuff, yeah. So what I'm saying is, when you've got the time, you can actually go out there. So when you've got the time, you can actually focus on what you really want to do. So in my case, this is what I've always liked doing. I love serving customers. I love it. I don't know why, but I do. For some reason, I get really happy when I'm serving people. I do. I feel good.
Become a waiter then.
Well, hey. Yeah, and that's another story for another session about when they call me Jeeves now from something that happened last year. But
another episode.
I don't want to get too much into philosophy here, but what I'm saying is that cause and effect. Most people focus on the effect, which is getting more money. I'm saying the cause, is the thing that creates the net effect. The net effect is, why am I doing all this stuff?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, any business that can leverage your time, leverage the customer's experience, add value to the customer experience and save them time, is a business within itself.
Okay.
So saving time isn't necessarily the antidote, it's about creating time.
Okay.
And I'm suggesting there's a whole new industry out there called the time creation industry, as opposed to the wealth creation industry, which traditionally has been all about getting more and more stuff, so you can buy more and more stuff.
Time creation, is that like concierges and stuff like that, or is that different?
Well, I mean, it's the whole macro component to being time free. Do you know what I'm saying? So most people I know in startups, who are really successful, really passionate about serving more of their enthusiasm and energy. They love it.
Yeah, they do.
Just love it.
That's why they work 24/7.
Yeah. So, and because there's very much an enormous amount of propulsion based on the cause.
Yeah.
Okay. In 9-to-5 land, which is unfortunately a large part of our industrial-based economy, it's all about, I go to work to pay all the bills, which is all based on being busy. I'm busy, and then it's Friday night, and thank God it's Friday, and,
Yes.
and we kind of start the whole sequence over on Mondays.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a bit annoying.
It's
So how do we change that?
It's very annoying.
How do we get more time?
It's a simple paradigm, really, about embracing, not because I'm right about this, which is you've got a choice. You can either be the rest of your life being busy, which is...
What's the other option?
The other option is to get really focused on what your purpose is and what you want, and get really smart about what you actually do with your time.
Okay.
Like massively. I'll give you an example. I was talking to some guys the other day, and we actually worked out what they were worth per hour. Okay, it was very simple because most people have no idea what they're worth per hour, and I suggested to them what would it be worth to you if we could increase your hourly rate, 10 times. Okay, and the interesting thing is, for most of them, it was about how can I convert myself to getting the same money but working less time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was really interested in the process. We took people through, because most people don't want more stuff. They want more
time.
stuff to go out and do what they love doing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I want the same salary, just less days.
Completely, absolutely. You want to do,
I want to go out and spend more time with my missus, or
or
go to the beach.
drinking more beer.
I know I probably couldn't drink more beer, but I think I'd like to spend more time at the beach. But doing other things in my life. The fact that I only have 2 days a week to do stuff is really annoying to me.
Yeah. So and it is all about time is a huge element. For instance, in the wealth creation industry, I've spent a lot of time in the wealth creation industry, and people are paying me money now to tell them what they don't want to hear, which is, if you keep chasing the same effect, nothing's going to change.
No.
We've got to actually change the cause.
Yeah.
So the cause is about time. If we move our algorithms from how much money we've got in the bank to how much time we've got, we have a brand new, massive industry. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Huge industries. And I get really excited about technology.
Yes.
Because I think about the great thing about technology, it's one of the best. I mean, it's incredible because you can leverage people's time.
And it gives you more time in your day.
Yeah. I mean, and the verticals again in this whole industry, they're unlimited because they're time-saving industries.
I'm going to ask you a bit of a question. I know it's about spilling a bit of the beans, but how do you save more time? How do you create more time in your life?
Well, I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's not about working hard. It's about thinking and being really smart and being around the right people.
Okay. Interesting, right?
It's not any rocket science.
No.
So
you're saying it's about putting the best people around you.
It's about having the right people around me to tell me what I don't want to hear.
Challenge you.
I don't want to hear what I want to hear. I want to hear about what I don't want to hear.
Or what you already know. You want to hear something different.
And remember what I said before. My whole goal is, how can I serve more people? Those are the businesses I want to build, to put more and more value back into people's lives.
I like it.
Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the way I feel. I love it.
And being tech savvy, I guess, helps as well.
Absolutely. That's why I love Google. Google is complete. I'm a raving ambassador, shareholder of Google with my my very small portfolio with them. But I'm a raving ambassador because Google has transformed my life. From an education point of view. I mean, the amount of information I've managed to convert into productivity, incredible stuff. I mean, aviation, I'm a frustrated part-time pilot. I'm now doing my US license.
What?
And getting so I've done all the flight training in Australia.
Yeah.
But all the ground school, I'm doing all online. I don't have to go to America. I don't have to sit in a classroom. All done online. It's easy.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Fantastic. And I'm excited.
Okay, so to startups out there and potentially 9-to-5 victims, your number one tip in changing the cause effect.
Yeah, change your complete paradigm. For instance, rather than being stuck in an attendance-based compensation, ask the question, how can I get my time back? In other words, rather than how can I get more money, it's how can I get more time back?
Yes.
So if I choose, I can go out there and I can install new opportunities into my life, which are going to give me more monetary asset value.
Let it down.
So it's just changing the paradigm.
Change the paradigm.
Yeah, your view of the world.
So there it is. I ask you, how do you change your paradigm? It's a question that could potentially change your life and how you enjoy the rest of your years. It's a tough question.
It's a tough one, yeah.
And I think a lot of people are going to struggle. But I challenge you, nonetheless. And I think Chris does too. And what I'd like to see you do is think about it and write a comment below. How are you changing your paradigm? Because the quicker you do it, the more often we do it, the less we follow what everyone else does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, if you're quite happy doing what you're doing, well, don't change anything. Most people I know are incredibly time poor, and the bank balances are going up and up and up. But
Yeah.
they're frustrated. That's not, to me, the program that I want to be on.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Not the program I want to be on either. So, there you have it. Change, don't change, it's up to you. The thought is, there is an alternative. And you heard it right here on Startup Alleyway with Chris Wakeford. This man just wants to disrupt the world. I tell you what. And stay tuned, subscribe, and follow more here on Startup Alleyway. We're changing the way you think.